What if the mower you just bought, or the one you're about to spend thousands on, is the exact machine the people who mow lawns for a living would never bring home? That gap is real, and it costs regular homeowners thousands of dollars every few years without them ever realizing why. Before we go any further, if you want to stop wasting money on gear that looks good on a showroom floor and falls apart in your backyard, hit that subscribe button right now. Share this with someone who's about to buy a mower, and if this hits home, drop a like. It genuinely helps more people find this information. Here's something that rarely gets talked about. The people who use zero-turn mowers the hardest, professional landscapers, see these machines in a completely different light than the rest of us. They're not watching a product demo. They're not reading a spec sheet. They're replacing belts in the middle of a job. They're watching transmissions fail in their third season. They're doing math on repair bills and figuring out at what point a machine stops being worth keeping. Ask one of these guys what mower he owns at home, and the answer tells you everything. On professional trade forums, this question comes up all the time. It's almost like a ritual. Someone with 10 or 15 years of commercial mowing experience gets asked what's actually sitting in their own garage. What did they buy with their own money for their own yard? After seeing every brand perform under real conditions, the pattern in the answers is striking. They don't pick what's on the shelf at the big box store. They don't buy the machines advertised on television during football season. They buy machines that are harder to find, more expensive up front, and built in a completely different philosophy than what most homeowners ever shop. Three machines come up over and over. Three brands that professional landscapers return to consistently when they're spending their own money. Every one of them shares the same three traits: fabricated steel decks, commercial-grade engines, and zero presence on any big box store floor. Understanding why those three things matter and why they're missing from the machines most people buy is the real story here. Let's start with the brand that invented the entire category, not just in a marketing sense, literally invented it. In 1964, a Kansas manufacturer called Excel Industries built the first hydrostatic zero-turn mower ever made. They sold it under the name Hustler. Every single zero-turn mower that exists today, every brand at every price point, including everything in those big box store aisles, traces its origins directly to what that team built in Heston, Kansas more than 60 years ago. Most homeowners have never heard of Hustler. That's not an accident. It's a distribution choice that tells you something important about how the brand thinks. Hustler doesn't sell through Home Depot or Lowe's. They sell through independent dealers, the same way serious agricultural and commercial equipment has always been sold. That means you won't stumble across one while picking up mulch on a Saturday morning. You have to go looking, and most people never do. What you find when you go looking is a machine built around a structural philosophy that separates it from almost everything else in the residential market. The Raptor XDX runs a continuous one-piece welded tubular steel frame. We're talking 5 inches by 3 inches of continuous steel. No joints in the middle of the frame, no multiple welded sections. Just one unbroken piece of structure from front to rear. This might sound like a minor manufacturing detail. It isn't. Most residential zero-turns, even ones that cost a lot of money, are built from multiple steel sections welded together. That's cheaper to manufacture. It works fine when the machine is new, but every weld in the middle of a frame is a potential fatigue point. Stress cycles, vibration, years of rough terrain and hard use. Over time, frames crack at joints. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. A one-piece frame doesn't have those joints. There's no middle section to develop a crack. The engineering principle is simple. The execution is what makes it rare. Hustler tests these frames for thousands of hours, not just on smooth turf, but on concrete tracks, inclines, embankments, and simulated rough terrain before any machine reaches a dealer floor. That's a durability program most residential mower manufacturers don't run. The rest of the build follows the same logic. A 10-gauge fabricated steel deck, cast steel deck hangers, Hydrogear ZT3100 commercial transmissions, a 5-inch deck depth designed to move through thick, dense grass at full operating speed without bogging down, Kawasaki FR series engine under the hood. The warranty structure is worth pausing on. Hustler backs the Raptor XDX with a 3-year, 300-hour residential warranty, standard for a quality machine. But they also offer a 1-year, 300-hour commercial warranty, meaning if a professional crew runs this machine hard for a full commercial season, Hustler will still honor the claim. That is a manufacturer putting real confidence behind the build. Most residential mower warranties include language that voids coverage the moment the machine is used commercially, precisely because those manufacturers know what hard use does to their product. The 54-inch Raptor XDX with a Kawasaki FR691V engine runs around $6,399 at dealers. The 60-inch configuration lands between $5,999 and $6,699 depending on setup. For someone mowing 1 to 3 acres who wants structural integrity built in from the ground up, this is the machine the category's own inventors chose to build for that purpose. The person who knows the most about what holds zero turns together has been selling them through independent dealers for 60 years. Most homeowners never find out the brand exists. That's the gap this machine lives in. Now, frame construction is only one dimension of what a landscaper evaluates. The other dimension is what the cutting deck actually does when conditions aren't perfect. And for that conversation, one brand has been the industry's default answer for decades. If you've ever watched a lawn crew working a commercial property, a school, a corporate campus, a row of apartment buildings, there's a good chance you've seen a Scag on that trailer. The brand carries the same kind of weight in commercial turf equipment that Milwaukee carries in power tools or Cat carries in construction. It's what serious operators reach for when the machine has to perform day after day without drama. Scag runs 3 product tiers. The Patriot is the entry point into the brand. The Turf Tiger is the full commercial flagship. The machine professional crews push past 500 hours without major failures. Between them sits the Tiger Cat 2. It's compact enough for a residential lot. It's built with the same component philosophy as the commercial flagship, and it's priced below the top tier. This is the machine professional landscapers most consistently choose for their personal yards when they go with Scag. It's also the model most homeowners never reach because they start looking at the Patriot, see a more approachable price, and stop there. The Tiger Cat 2 runs a double-tube steel frame and Scag's Velocity Plus cutting deck. That deck design is central to why landscapers keep coming back to this machine. The Velocity Plus is a wide-open baffle system. Grass clippings enter the deck and move through it fast, discharging wide rather than being held in tight. On paper, this sounds like a simple design choice. In a real American lawn, thick fescue, clover mixed in, grass that got rained on twice this week and grew 4 inches in 5 days. It's the difference between a machine that works and one that chokes. Tightly baffled decks process clippings in a confined path. In ideal conditions, they produce a very clean, refined finish. But when grass is wet, tall, or dense, those same tight channels get overwhelmed. The deck slows down, the quality drops. In bad conditions, you're making multiple passes to get the result one pass should deliver. The Velocity Plus doesn't care. The open baffle moves material efficiently, regardless of conditions. It's why this deck became the commercial standard for real-world mowing environments across most of the country. The spindle design tells the same story. Cast iron housings, tapered roller bearings, top-mounted grease fittings with relief valves that prevent over-greasing. This is not how residential spindles are built. This is how spindles are built when they need to absorb commercial punishment and keep running season after season. Engine options include Kawasaki FX and FT series units, the same engines you'll find on full commercial machines. The 52-inch Tiger Cat 2 with a 24-horsepower Kawasaki comes in around $10,999 at dealers. That number is going to stop some people. That's fair. If you're mowing a flat half-acre lot and you need something simple and reliable, this may be more machine than your situation requires. But if you've had a mower throw a belt in its second summer, or replaced a spindle before the machine hit 100 hours, or bought the same brand twice because you didn't know what else to do, you're not looking at too much machine. You're looking at what a mower is actually supposed to be. One thing worth naming honestly, on a dry, cleanly maintained lawn cut on a tight weekly schedule, the Open Velocity Plus baffle will produce a slightly less polished finish than a tightly baffled deck under ideal conditions. If your yard is pristine and you're mowing every 7 days without fail, the next machine on this list is going to give you something more refined. But for the majority of American lawns, mixed grass, weeds worked in, bi-weekly cuts, and weather that doesn't cooperate, the Scag doesn't ask for perfect conditions, it just works. Resale on these machines holds well above what residential equipment returns, because these machines don't fall apart on the timeline that residential machines do. Find a Scag dealer. That's where this conversation happens. Hey, if this is the kind of content that saves you from an expensive mistake, now is a great time to pay it forward. Tag someone in the comments who is about to drop money on a new mower. Share this video with your neighborhood group, your HOA chat, whoever you know who mows their own lawn. You might save them years of frustration. Let's keep going. The third machine comes from a very specific professional. Not every landscaper, a particular type. He mows on a schedule, every week, same day. His lawn is treated and maintained. It doesn't have mystery weeds or wet patches from last week's storm. His personal yard looks like the high-end residential properties his crew handles for clients. And after decades in the industry, he knows exactly which deck produces the kind of finish he wants on his own grass. For that professional, the answer has been the same brand since the mid-1990s, Exmark. The Laser Z launched in 1995. 30 years later, the platform is still running, evolved, refined, and trusted by professional crews across the country with commercial hours behind them. The E-Series is the most accessible entry point into this platform, not a stripped-down version of something better. A purpose-built machine designed for buyers who need commercial reliability and cut quality without paying for the full flagship configuration. The Laser Z Series is available in 48-inch, 52-inch, and 60-inch Ultra Cut Series 4 deck configurations. Average market pricing sits around $8,676. Kawasaki or Kohler engine options depending on configuration. The Ultra Cut deck is the reason this machine exists on this list. It's a tightly baffled design that runs blade tip speeds of 18,500 feet per minute. That combination does something specific. It processes grass clippings finely and uniformly on every pass, distributing them evenly across the cut path. The result looks almost like the lawn was bagged, clean, consistent, uniform from edge to edge. On a well-maintained, regularly cut property, this deck produces a finish that's genuinely difficult to match. It's the reason high-end residential landscaping crews, the ones handling properties where the client actually notices the difference, have defaulted to Exmark for 3 decades. Long-term Laser Z owners consistently report running these machines for 10 years or more with minimal required maintenance. Resale values hold substantially above what residential equipment returns. This is a platform designed to be upgraded eventually when a professional is ready to move up, not replaced out of necessity because it wore out. That's a fundamentally different relationship with a piece of equipment. The trade-off is the same one that makes the Scag so strong in comparison. The tight baffle that creates that beautiful finish in ideal conditions becomes a limitation when conditions stop being ideal. Wet grass, overgrown cuts, thick, weedy southern lawns. These are scenarios where the Exmark works harder and the Scag handles more forgivingly. The Exmark is engineered for a specific homeowner. If you mow on schedule, maintain your lawn, and want a professional-grade finish every single time you cut, there is no better machine at this price point. The homeowner who buys a Laser Z usually already knows what their lawn looks like and how they take care of it. They're not looking for a machine that handles chaos. They're looking for the one that rewards discipline with results that genuinely stand out. Find an Exmark dealer. They're not at the big box store. Neither is the machine. Here's the broader thing worth understanding about all 3 of these brands. The machines professionals put in their own yards aren't the result of research or brand loyalty. They're the result of thousands of real hours behind the controls. They've seen what these machines look like after 3 seasons of heavy use. They've replaced parts on everything. They know what breaks first, what lasts, and what the repair bill looks like when something goes wrong. When those same people go spend their own money, not a company's money, not a client's money, their own money, they're not walking into Home Depot. They're not buying the brand with the biggest display or the most aggressive promotional pricing. They're going to independent dealers. They're buying fabricated steel decks and commercial transmissions and engines that were designed to outlast the machines around them. That's not a coincidence. It's the conclusion of accumulated first-hand experience. Most homeowners make this purchase once every 8 to 10 years. They don't have that accumulated experience. They buy what's visible. They buy what's on the floor in front of them. They buy what the salesperson in the outdoor power aisle talks them into. And they find out 2 or 3 seasons later that the machine is already showing its limits. The gap between what a professional buys and what a homeowner typically buys isn't really a knowledge gap, it's an exposure gap. Professionals have seen what happens. Homeowners just haven't yet. This is the information that closes that gap. 3 machines, 3 different strengths, all built in the same fundamental philosophy. Hustler Raptor XDX for the homeowner who wants structural integrity built in from the first weld. A continuous one-piece frame from the brand that started the entire category, priced around $6,399 for the 54-inch configuration, found at Hustler dealers, not in a store. Scag Tiger Cat 2 for the homeowner whose lawn reflects the real world. Thick grass, mixed conditions, weather that doesn't cooperate, and cuts that don't always happen on a perfect schedule. The machine built around the commercial standard for real-world mowing, found at Scag dealers. Exmark Laser Z E-Series for the homeowner who treats their lawn like a project, maintained, treated, cut weekly, and expected to look as good as the best properties in the neighborhood. The deck that professional crews have trusted for 30 years. Found at Exmark dealers. None of these are impulse purchases. None of them are convenient finds. They require going to look for them specifically. That's part of the point. The brands that build this way don't compete for shelf space. They compete for the business of people who already know what they need. You're now one of those people. One last thing before you go. If this video changed how you think about buying a mower, there's a real chance it'll do the same for someone you know. That neighbor who just bought a house with a big yard. The guy at work who's been complaining about his mower for 2 summers. The family member who's about to spend $3,000 or $4,000 on something that'll frustrate them within 2 seasons. Send this to them, not as a hint, as genuinely useful information. Subscribe if you want more content like this, not hype, not unboxing reactions. Just the honest version of what the people who actually know this equipment have learned from using it, repairing it, and ultimately buying it with their own money. The best purchase you'll ever make on a mower is the one you only have to make once.